restless gazes that are passing by. Faces holding my heart if I go left or right. The sky is the limit, this out and everything, and it's so bizarre. Yeah, it's just a moment, and reluctantly I'm smiling, and I'm drawn to the mystery, and it's lurking in the shadows somewhere within this town. Time flies and we're flowing free, baker in the day away as we are dancing all the way around this crazy, noisy, bizarre town. They're testing you, they're cursing you, bewitching your life. A drawn bow and arrow, all the edge of a knife. You can't understand it, trust your heart, take a stand and you'll be fine. Yeah.
I forgot the lyrics, but we're gonna keep going.
And inside every surfacely, getting sentences better sharpen if you're trying to win this sound. The time flies and we're flowing free, laughing every day in our way as we are dancing all the way around this crazy, noisy, bizarre town.
Alright everyone, hello and welcome to Nerd Life, your video game, anime, movie, pop culture nerd show for your nerds and your nerdettes. I'm Dradis,
And I'm Mary.
and today is a very special day because it's the time for the show.
It is.
Yeah.
And I actually sound normal.
And she doesn't sound like she's talking from the other end of a
Oh.
soda can.
I listened to the audio from last week's episode and I'm so sorry.
So, despite that little issue, we're here, we're
Mhm.
back once a motherfucking again.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta put my script right in front of me because stuff. And
Yes.
this week's episode is called JoJo for a very good reason. But first, I'm gonna ask Mary, how you doing? You doing all right?
I'm doing good. I'm good. I'm optimistic. It's a good day.
It's a good day to be alive. It's a good
It is
day.
a good day. It's a good day to be alive, good day to be a nerd. Just a good day.
It's a good day. Good day. Good day.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm just chilling, you know.
Yeah.
Doing the thing we do normally.
Yes.
But all right, but today we're the first thing we're going to talk about is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, Mary, I know you don't really watch JoJo. You don't know too much about it, but I love JoJo. I've loved JoJo for quite a number of years.
I mean, I've seen a couple of episodes, and it's pretty awesome. So I can understand the hype for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
yeah. What I've seen of it is pretty awesome.
So, if you don't know, David Production is the studio that's been making the newer JoJo animes. They made part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Part 4 came out and in 2016, and we all been patiently awaiting for the part 5 announcement. Welcome to the stream side, Ain. How you doing? And it happened. It finally happened this past week at a JoJo Art Expedition hosted by the creator of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Hirohiko Araki.
Mhm.
He just walked out on. This is literally what happened because I watched it. He literally just walked out on stage and he's like, he just holding up his hand. He's like, anime part 5, October. It was literally like PlayStation going up there.
$2.99.
$2.99.
That just people lost their minds.
Everyone lost their minds. Everyone was cheering. It's a good time to be a JoJo fan.
Oh,
So
awesome.
so a little backstory on Part 5. You don't know what it's about. Part
No.
5, Venta Arreo is about the bastard son of the protagonist from Part 1,
Mhm.
um, Dio. His son that is his bastard son, kinda, because it's one of the many women he slept with during Part
Got
3. Well, that
yeah.
was implied during Part 3,
Okay.
and it's about his son Giorno and his ties with the Italian mafia.
Okay.
It's a mafia story,
Ooh.
and it's just I can't wait. I'm just so excited. Um,
Yeah. Now, how long of a wait has it really been between the parts? Like, how long have has the gap been?
it's been a longer gap
Mhm.
between um, part 4 and part 5 anime, because part
Okay.
1, 2, and 3 had like a year, and then I think the part 4 anime had like a year and a few months. So it wasn't that. We've been waiting a little over 2 years for this.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's
So
been a good decent amount of time that you've been waiting.
yeah, so I mean, they did put out some part 4 spin-offs with one of the characters.
Mhm.
He has his own spin-off series,
Oh, cool.
but
It's not the main.
this is like a main series JoJo part. So
Yeah.
everyone's really excited, and details have been given to us when the actual um anime will be coming out. But they've already revealed that the very first episode will be shown at an Nieri Hall in Tokyo and at a Japan Expo in Paris, France on
Mhm.
July 5th. It will be simulcasted,
Oh,
and
cool.
then it will then uh, it will then air here in United States Anime Expo on July 7th. So we literally have not like a week or a little over
Oh,
like
yes. You got like no wait time.
for first episode, for the very first taste of the part 5 anime. And
Nice.
then the regular airing of part 5 anime will continue in October later this year.
Mhm. Okay.
And it is also being produced by David Production, who, made the other JoJo animes, the newer ones that is.
Mhm.
Um and other than that, it's just like, E3 was a great time to be a gamer. Right now is a great time to be a JoJo fan because we're finally getting our Part 5 anime that we've been begging for the last year or so.
Wow, that's cool. I'm glad that you get a continuation of it. So, how long is the story going to be? Is it kind of endless, or does there?
There is an ending. I'm
Mhm.
not going to spoil it, obviously, but
No.
um, I can't remember how many manga chapters there were, but I think it will be as long as Part 4.
Okay.
It should be as long as Part 4.
Mhm.
Um, I think part 3 right now was the longest anime they made so far, and the only reason it was made so long is because they took the individual manga chapters and stretched them out really into one episode apiece, whereas the um the part 4 took certain parts of the manga, made it into anime, and then they actually put maybe one or two chapters worth of content in one episode, so that's why it was shorter.
Mhm.
But there we go. And it's called Golden Wind. The actual part 5 um, title is Venta Arreo, but the anime is going to be called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind. So
Oh,
that's the official name.
cool.
And
And I'm sure there's going to be lots of manliness.
well, yeah. The thing about Araki, and you see this throughout his um his manga event,
Mhm.
he becomes a greater artist. Like that's why he's so renowned in the manga world, It's because you look at the beginning of JoJo, and then you
Mhm.
look at where it is today. It
Yeah.
looks nothing. It looks nothing alike.
Yeah.
Because while part 1 and 2 had the big burly men, you know, with all the muscles like in the 80s action stars, which that's where JoJo started. It started in the late 80s, where
Mhm.
American action uh, movies were really big. Gaming artists, thank you for the host. Appreciate it, man. I don't know why my thingies ain't working. Hmm.
Hmm.
Is it on? Hold on.
We'll have to deal with it later.
Yeah. Oh, it is
Yeah.
on. It's just not showing his. Anyway. Oh, it's auto host. That's why. Okay, that's why. Okay, thank you. Anyway,
Thanks anyway for it.
thank you, gaming art. Cherry, thank you, Jan, whatever you want me to call you. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about,
Talking
okay,
about the
the
transition.
transit. Okay, as JoJo went on and on and on,
Mhm.
his characters became more slender, more slim, and
Mhm.
not as big and burly, to almost to the point where you can say they're just beautiful men, and that's what they are.
Okay.
Literally, JoJo went from big burlesque men to small, beautiful men.
Okay.
And if you look at some of the character designs of Ventura Reo, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Let's see. But JoJo Part 5 anime confirmed.
Pretty
So
cool.
appreciate it, Iraqi. You made every JoJo's JoJo fanboy's dream come true. Thank you. All right, what we got next? What we got next? What we got next? Next is The Incredibles 2.
Yes.
The Incredibles 2 finally came out.
I know. We're probably gonna see it this weekend.
I had money, I would. Just saying.
I know. I love the first one so much.
Yeah, I liked the first one. It was really good.
Mhm.
They actually should have had the
Oh.
Incredibles level on Kingdom Hearts 3. That would promote.
They could. Who knows? There's still a couple worlds that they haven't released yet, so there could be an Incredibles world. But I mean, from what I hear, it's a great movie, Incredibles 2. They
Yeah.
did a really good job with it.
Think Hippo said he saw it 3 times already.
No, that's Jurassic Park.
Oh, Jurassic Park. I thought you went to go see The Incredibles.
No, he hasn't seen The Incredibles yet. No, it was the new Jurassic Park. Is that
Oh.
that's the one he's seen 3 days in a row.
Oh god.
But no, I mean it looks really good. Um, I gotta give props to Mr. Incredible for taking care of these kids.
For 14
Apparently,
years.
no, apparently these kids, the whole plot is supposed to be that Elastigirl goes off and like has her own little thing that she's doing, and Mr. Incredible is basically becomes a stay-at-home dad
Oh.
to 3 kids who have superpowers,
Oh
and
yeah.
and hilarity ensues.
Hilarity ensues.
But I mean,
Cue the John Stamos.
But Jack is like, the trying to like feed him, and he's got fucking laser beams shooting out of his eyeballs, and like he sneezes and becomes like this, fiery demon child, and he's just like, I'm just gonna take this in stride. He's like, just another day at home. So
Yeah.
I really I do want to see it. I'm excited to see it. I
Yeah.
love.
So it's been 14 years since the original
Mhm.
Incredibles movie, which is a freaking long ass time if you really
Has it
think about it.
really been 14 years?
14 years,
Good God!
2006. Wait,
Oh
that
my
no,
God.
2004. I'm sorry, I said
Yeah, I was like, wait a second then, math.
no, it wasn't my math. It was just I said the wrong year. It came out when I was in high school. When you were in high
Hmm.
school.
Yeah.
And right now on Rotten Tomatoes, it's like 94%. I mean, everyone
Oh,
loves it.
nice.
So
Oh, That's great. It's great that there's been such a gap, but then they still had a quality movie come out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they did it with Toy Story 3,
Yeah.
where I feel like I was like shoving little children out of the way, and be like, I've been waiting for this. Get out of my way.
And before the same when you go get Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, get out of my way, little kids.
Part the sea.
They'll be like, little kids will be like, "What's this game?" And I'll be like,
You're too young to know.
"You don't even know."
I gotta save Kyrie's heart.
Kyrie's inside me.
What?
But yeah, that's the same sort of thing. You know, there are all of these like sequels coming out of all of these, things that came out when we were, in high school or younger.
Yeah.
And like I don't even realize that so much time has passed. Like I didn't even occur to me that it's been 14 years since the first Incredibles movie.
Well, I can at least say this while we were talking about stuff that's old that's being made into new things. We were talking about Part 5 JoJo. You know that
Yeah.
came out in 1996 and ended in 1999?
I did not.
Yeah, and they're finally making an anime out of it. What about that?
Look at that.
It's been over 20 years almost. Finally getting an anime.
Yeah, well, you know who should take cues from this? George R. R. Martin.
Oh god.
Looking at you.
Don't rouse him out of his lair. Oh
That'll
man.
never happen.
So, moving on.
Mhm.
Remember last week we were talking about PUBG and Fortnite?
Yes.
You remember how I said for PUBG, the Corp was suing Fortnite was suing like, Epic Games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the reason PUBG was suing Fortnite is because, well, I don't want to say Fortnite. PUBG Corp is the name of the company. Fortnite is made by Epic Games. PUBG Corporation or Bluehole, whoever you want to call them, is suing Epic Games for copyright infringement. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that they copied their game, yada yada yada. Um, well, PUBG proved this past week that they are the biggest hypocrites on planet Earth.
Oh yeah.
So, PUBG has added a thing to their game. It's called the Event Pass, and this Event Pass costs $10. And what this Event Pass does is you buy it you buy one every 4 weeks for each season, because they have a season every month. And what you do is you do challenges in PUBG
Mm-hmm.
and that are on this Event Pass, and when you do it, you unlock cosmetic items and other bonuses and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, they announced that this week, but for the longest time, Fortnite has had something very similar, and they call it the Battle Pass, and it costs $10 a month, and it pretty much functions the same way. You have a bunch of challenges to unlock cosmetic items, and you pay $10 a month for it. But the
Okay.
Fortnite seasons last 2 months instead of one. So the question here is: are they just a bunch of fucking hypocrites? Are they suing? They're suing Epic Games for copying their game, but now they're copying Fortnite? Like, what are your
I don't
thoughts on that? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it's not really that much of it's a similar concept, but I really don't think it's something that you can say is like, oh, it's copyright, sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I had an idea to have a season pass. So like, oh, well, I want to do a season pass, but we're gonna do it a little different. Excuse me. I mean, it's funny, that they're doing it, that they're just that
I
they
mean,
it does seem really similar. But I mean, that's their prerogative, though.
yeah.
If they want to do it, cool.
I mean, I'm fine with it too. It's just that how are you gonna accuse this other gaming company that they're copying you only on the grounds that they're doing better than you, and
Yeah.
then copy something off their game and don't expect no one to say anything about it? I mean,
Like, well, if you're doing it, I'm gonna do it.
and then I'm suing you for it.
Yeah.
So I just want to bring this up because it's kind of continuation of what we were talking about last week, and it's just hilarious to think that there's a company suing another company for something they allegedly copied. I'm doing a little
Mhm.
I'm doing a little quotation hand gesture here, but when I say that, and
Yeah.
then the next week they're copying the other game. It's really silly if you think about it. It's really
It,
actually
it
really
it's
funny.
it's really silly, and I wonder how much of it is pettiness.
Well, a lot of people are, and this is just what I've been hearing. A lot of people are
Mhm.
accusing PUBG Corporation that they make a lot of money, obviously,
Yeah.
off their cosmetics, off their loot box system, off their keys, off
Mhm.
the game because the game is not free. PUBG you had to pay $30 for. I think it's on sale right now on Steam because of the
Mhm.
summer sale, which we'll get later. But
Yeah.
like you can't. Okay, people are investing a lot of money in your game, and I'm hearing that despite Fortnite being free, it's the smoother experience. It's the more enjoyable experience. It's just the only thing people are really turned off by is the visuals. It's kind of goofy, cartoony. It's kind of like it's like TF2 kind of
Mhm.
visuals. It's like well, you want to play TF2 or do you want to play I don't know what's similar to TF2 for not for shit. What's that Blizzard game? Overwatch. Do you want to play
Yeah.
Overwatch?
Overwatch.
It's kind of like, what's your cup of tea? But I'm hearing a lot of stuff from other PUBG players that the amount of money they made is not being invested back into the game.
Mhm.
Whereas Fortnite, it's such a smooth experience, and you know, like there's still a lot of glitches in PUBG, from what I've heard, and there's a lot of like latency issues and I don't know. It just seems like they're over monetizing and not investing back into the game. But I mean, that's their prerogative. Whatever they do.
Yeah.
Oh, did I also mention that PUBG is probably shooting themselves in the foot when they're suing Epic Games?
How's
Bec-
that?
Because PUBG runs on Unreal Engine,
Mhm.
and Unreal Engine is owned by Epic Games.
Whoops.
If Epic Games wants to, they can
Uh-huh.
revoke their license to the engine
Ooh. Uh-oh.
in retaliation, but they have not made any such move yet. So I mean, if
No.
they revoke the license to PUBG, they're going to have to pull PUBG completely off every other system that's on right now, and then they're
Yeah.
going to have to rebuild the game from scratch.
It's kind of like being in a fight with your parents and like threatening to, to sue them over something, but you actually still live in their house.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb if you really think about it. I mean,
It really is.
but I mean, this whole debacle, we don't know where it's going to go. Um, we'll just have to wait and see. It's kind of like grab you some popcorn, get you a nice margarita, just sit back and relax and enjoy the shit show.
Mhm.
Speaking of lawsuits, um,
Speaking of lawsuits,
speaking of lawsuits,
that
uh,
seems to be another theme today.
lawsuits theme of the week. Okay,
Yeah.
Bethesda, right? Good old
Mhm.
Bethesda Games is suing Warner Brothers
Yes.
for their Westward mobile game that came out recently.
Yeah, I read this news article and I have to say I laughed pretty hard.
I mean, how dumb can you be in this day and
How
age?
Well, how dumb can the creator of the game be? Like, did you? I actually when I saw that you were adding this to the show, I Googled it and I read the article, and it was ridiculous.
It's pretty dumb.
It's pretty dumb, and it's really funny. Like, so apparently, they were what is it? Behavior Interactive.
Behavior Interactive, yeah.
Yeah, Behavior Interactive is being accused of selling the source code to Warner Brothers that they used for Fallout Shelter. And they're and Bethesda, my favorite part was they're like, we know it is, because apparently in Westward, when you get to a certain part in the opening, there's a glitch that happens where the camera becomes unfocused and kind of goes like down and to the right, kind of like lists over to the right,
Yeah.
like someone has like dropped the camera or something.
Mhm.
And Bethesda's like, yeah, that happened in Fallout Shelter, but we fixed it before the game released.
Yeah. Bethesda being defined by the glitches in their games. That sounds about right.
I was like, are you kidding? Like, really? You couldn't even fix it? You're just like, yeah, that's good enough.
So, if you don't know about Behavior Interactive, they made they made that Westward game that are being sued over. They co-developed Fallout Shelter with Bethesda, and they're currently co-developing Elder Scrolls Blades with
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bethesda. So that puts that game's development in jeopardy a little bit, but
Yeah.
Bethesda's trying to protect their copyright, and they're suing Warner Brothers, not Behavior, and I'm pretty sure it's going to come back on Behavior.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're suing Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers is going to be like, well, we didn't know.
Well, Warner
We
Brothers...
just bought the materials.
Warner Brothers is the one selling the product, not Behavior.
Yeah, I know, but they're not the ones that sold copywritten code. Copywritten source code to someone else.
Yeah, but
they're kind of like the person who bought the stolen bike and didn't realize that it was stolen.
Yeah. So
it's not going to stick to Warner Brothers. They're going to have to probably,
they're going to have to pull the game, and then they're probably going to have to pay punitive damages to Bethesda, because they're still legally... Go ahead.
Yeah, they're legally responsible to a point, but I really don't think anything's going to stick really terribly. I think they're probably just going to be like, listen, we'll pull the game, we'll give you whatever, profits or whatever. They'll do that, and then probably, if Bethesda's smart, they'll go after Behavior Interactive, because those are the ones that really fucked up.
Yeah, so and I actually looked at some of the lawsuit paperwork, and in the actual lawsuit, and you gotta love Bethesda, they literally name the Westward game a blatant ripoff of Fallout Shelter.
Yeah.
They don't use a exact copy or something, a little more tamer. They're like, you ripped our game off.
Blatant
Fuck you.
ripoff.
I'm surprised they put fuck you in there.
Like, blatant ripoff is pretty much like a subtle fuck you.
It's like, fuck you, and then Todd Howard just signed it right next to it.
They just all took turns writing fuck you on the paper.
Yeah. So that's it for freaking people shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, Behavior Interactive, you fucked it up.
Time for some Final Fantasy news. We have a story here you put in here. Let's hear it.
Yes. I found this out actually this morning when I woke up and was checking through the game news. Nomura apparently in an interview with an Italian gaming website admitted that the Final Fantasy VII remake was announced too early. And my initial reaction to this was, Well, no shit.
And then
uh,
Sony was probably like, we need to sell the PS4s.
Nomura was talking about how his personal preference is that Square Enix reveals their games before rumors or leaks upstage what they're doing. Now, I think this goes back to, we said this a couple episodes ago. We were talking about, what do we feel about this culture of leaks in the
Yeah.
video game industry, and is it hurting the industry itself? And this is right here, this is evidence of that. It's causing some issues because they didn't want these leaks and these rumors to detract from what they're doing. It led them to announce that they were developing a game way too early, and now people are like, well, how come we haven't heard anything? And it's like, dudes, we're just in the development stage. He also said that he feels that Kingdom Hearts 3 initial announcement was forced and premature. Again, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then also, this is a direct quote from Nomura about the Final Fantasy VII remake. He said, "People are waiting for new information regardless of whether the game has been announced or not. It's great when we manage to keep it secret for as long as possible, but today a lot of important projects are the victim of rumors and leaks. Honestly, I prefer that we officially reveal one of our games instead of seeing a leak or rumor reported online. I am aware of the fact that we announced the game very early, but word that we were working on the game was already beginning to spread within the industry. So we decided not to keep it secret any longer and officially revealed it." Again, like, you were just starting to work on it and already people were like, you know what Square Enix is doing? It's like high school is what it
Yeah.
sounds like the game industry has become. It's like, oh my god, you won't believe who Nomura's sleeping with. Like it's like that kind of thing. And but again, how do you stop it? How do you stop something like this?
Um.
You're not going to make people happy regardless. You're either going to announce a game way too early, or what do you do? Do you lie to your player base and be like, no, we're not developing it?
First thing you can do, and this is just my opinion, don't outsource your fucking game.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's a problem Square's been having. They're okay. I hate to compare them to some other company. I'll compare them to Bethesda right now.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever hear a leak before Fallout 76 was announced about Fallout 76?
Nothing concrete, like
No.
just like little whispers here and there.
And did you even know they were working on Elder Scrolls 6
No.
until they said something?
Didn't know anything.
I think that's the problem with Square.
Yeah.
As a company, they can't be as tight-lipped because they are so much bigger than, say, Bethesda. Bethesda is a small company. They only have like 4 studios, and comparatively, Square has a lot more than that, and they also outsource their games to other studios, which, I mean, they might have to sign some kind of confidentiality agreement or whatever,
Yeah,
but
that don't mean shit.
that don't mean shit. I mean, internet rumors abound will start, and
Yeah, that's still not gonna stop like the guy who's sitting at the bar being like, "You wanna know what we're working on?"
let me tell you about them Final Fantasy sevens. But
Exactly.
I think that's Square's biggest problem. They're such a big company, and um, of any company I can think of who has games that are they're going to be the most, sought after and the most anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
They're high up on the charts, and being as big as they are, they can't really keep all of that, all the big games, the really, ones people really want to play under wraps unless they keep it, internal. Like, don't let it leave the building, don't say a word, and have it all internal. But their business practices are at the point where they're outsourcing games and they're having other studios do it, and they're not like figuring out who's doing these leaks, and it's causing them problems, like having to announce the games early because they don't want to ruin the surprise,
Yeah.
and let the leaker, leak even more and more and end up leaking screenshots and all this other crap. They don't want that, obviously. So it's like their hands are tied and they have to either announce the game or just let whoever is they can't figure out who's leaking it ruin it for everyone. So they go to the first one and just, be done with it, in my
Yeah, but
opinion.
yeah, and then you've got, because of that, now you've got fans who have been sitting here going, "Oh, well, it's been 3 E3s now and we haven't heard shit about the remake." And it's like, well, because probably this would have been the year that they would have announced it.
Yeah,
If there wasn't
normally.
this whole yeah, exactly. If there wasn't this whole, leaks and rumor culture that we've got, this would probably have been the year where they were like, by the way, we're doing a Final Fantasy VII remake and it's coming out in a couple of years. People would have fucking lost their minds.
Yeah, they
you
would
know?
have. And
Yeah.
I also, well, with the Final Fantasy VII remake, I think, what's up, Z Report? How you doing, show? Um, I honestly think Sony had a hand in the whole reveal of the remake to push sales of PS4. Let's be honest.
Oh.
Sony's got deep pockets, and they probably gave Square the biggest sack of gil, like so much gil they couldn't count it. They were like, okay, hold on. We put together a little movie, and then the logo is gonna say remake, and then everyone's gonna like piss themselves,
Because we did.
and then you sell 100,000 PS4s and make all your money back. Then probably a lot on top of that. So
Hmm.
there you go. I mean, I blame Sony for that one, to be honest. Now, Kingdom Hearts 3 might need to take 15 years making a sequel. Just saying. Just
Well,
saying.
I I mean, in the defense, there's how many other games? Like
I know that,
11?
but
And honestly, looking back on playing all of those games, each of them progress the story in a way. I mean, technically, can you jump from 2 to 3? Yeah, but there's going to be a shit ton of people that you're going to see and you're going to be like,
who's
"Who's
that?
that?"
Like I was like, who's that guy? Who's that guy? Who's this? Oh, why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
they announced Kingdom Hearts 3 when? In
2000.
2007?
No, no. They officially announced development of Kingdom Hearts 3 in 2013. That
Okay.
was when they had the video where Sora was on the beach and he picks up the Keyblade and they're like Kingdom Hearts 3 now in development.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when they officially announced it. And then after that they still had other other side games came out.
Yeah.
What Dream Drop Distance came out. You had like the 1.5 remix and the 2.5 and the 1.8 dash pi to the
Pi
third
Pi square.
power.
And then
uh
and then the end the world begins with you, or whatever the name of that game is. That was a obviously Kingdom Hearts S game, even though it
it's
had nothing
Kingdom
to do
Hearts
with it.
esque, yeah. And then there's the characters that are in like what is it in Dream Drop Distance that are kind of like the World Ends With You characters. I only played Dream Drop Distance a little bit. I'm actually currently going through the entire series before Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 3 comes out. So
But far as far as Square, I just think they they got games people want to play,
yeah,
and the anticipation is so high that of course people are going to leak it. Of course, why not?
yeah,
So their hands are
that's
tied. Their
true.
hands are really tied when it comes to when it comes to announcing their games. Their hands are kind of tied, in my opinion. That's just me.
Yeah, and I think what Show is saying in there that they read the situation wrong. That's also possible too. They they could have maybe thought that maybe they could have gotten the development a little bit sooner. Or they just figure, all right, we're just gonna come out and say that we're developing this and it'll be better, and it kind of backfired because
Yeah.
it's also it's hard to predict. It's hard to predict what's the best course of action because you're kind of screwed no matter what you do.
Yep.
So I guess at least go for the situation that you're going to be in control of.
Yeah.
Because you come out and you've dictated it, so now you've owned the situation.
Yep.
Rather than having somebody else say it and then they're looking at you like, why didn't you say anything?
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty unfortunate, but we gotta do what you can do and just keep anticipation in check
Hmm.
with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
speaking of Squeenix, we got some Final Fantasy 14 news.
We do.
We do.
Oh God.
We know Ultimate released a couple weeks ago. Ultimate
Hmm.
was beaten within the week
It
of its
was.
release, which is what pretty much Yoshida said he wanted to be, not a 2 week people having no sleep. Like he was telling people to please sleep, please. Did you see that? Like he was
I
on
did.
Twitter,
Yeah.
like in Japanese, like he was going
Like,
on
please
individual
go to bed.
raiders. He's
Yeah.
I remember. I think it was the ones that did the first clear. It was Entropy or whatever the name, or Silent, whatever the name.
Yeah. No, wasn't it Entropy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's literally if you go back to their Twitter, he literally
Hmm.
puts on like he responds on it from his personal Twitter account. Now please go sleep in Japanese.
He's just looking out for us.
Freaking Final Fantasy. Is he the real dad of light we always
He
needed?
he is the real dad of light. He's like, go to sleep.
Go to
He-
sleep, my
I'm
children.
surprised. I'm surprised he didn't be like, make sure you're hydrated.
And he also mentioned that there will not be no more ultimate fights in this expansion. He said
Aw.
they pretty much just ran out of ideas of what they wanted to do far as ultimate.
I could think of a lot of
Oh,
ideas.
I could too. Hire me.
Yeah.
You'll have your Ozma ultimate in no time.
Yeah. Do the Ozma. That's the one I was waiting. Where is my 3-party ultimate Ozma? My
Oh, we can
24-man Ozma. Ultimate.
we can do the 3-man ultimate if you want. Let's just go into Weeping City, 3 people. Let go.
I know.
But
Yeah, no, I could think of it. Why don't you just unnerf Thornton? What are you
just
talking about? All of when you first made Thornton EX, you were talking about how hard it was and how you had to cut it down because originally it had didn't it have each knight had its own phase?
yeah.
Yeah, just bring that back
Yeah, just bring
and
that
make
back.
make it crazy. Make him I don't know. That I think Yu was talking about this earlier. Then have Nidhogg come.
Just make him come riding in on Nidhogg.
Yeah, or I don't know, some weird time traveling thing happens and Radicatzer comes out.
Oh
And it's
god.
like, you ate me, and then then you all just
And then
get fucked up.
Thornton eats Radicaster and then becomes fucking Golden Thornton.
Yes, comes God Thornton, official God
But
Thornton.
anyway, that ultimate, it's out. It's been out a while. We finally got the next patch release for Final Fantasy 14. That'll be on July 3rd, which will be patch 4.35, and
Mm-hmm.
that's coming now really soon. Actually, it's in a couple
That's
weeks.
next week.
Technically, yeah, it's next week
Yeah,
now.
next week now.
And this will bring us to the new deep dungeon, which is Heaven on High. Jenga
Which
Tower from
Yeah.
Ruby Sea. And
Yeah.
it will release, the first 30 floors will be the normal floors, kind of like floors 1 through 100 on
Mhm.
the oldie dungeon,
Mhm.
and then 31 through 100 will be the challenge floors, and
Yeah.
there will be a lot of stuff you can get from that too.
That sounds cool. Do you want to do that with me?
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right.
Let's go. Let's get in
I
there.
totally want to try that.
Let's get in there. Yeah, 100 floors is a lot. Sounds a lot, like total floors sounds a lot better than 200 to me.
Yeah, it does. It reminds me of the old in what I originally thought that Deep Dungeon was going to be, and it's kind of similar. There was a it's called Nizul Isle, and it was in Final Fantasy 11, and it was really similar. Each floor was different layout, and what you started out with is that you were actually you kind of like the same. You were naked,
Yeah.
and you had to unlock the different abilities as you like got higher and higher.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you would do one thing, okay, now you can equip like, or is that Nigel? Shit, I can't remember. But I think I think there were just different puzzles in Nigel. I think I'm
Yeah.
thinking of Salvage was the one where you had to unlock different headpieces and things like that.
Well, I remember in Final Fantasy Tactics there was a dungeon, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was like an in-game dungeon, and it was like an endless dungeon.
Yeah.
It had 100 floors, and you could find some really good ass units in those
yeah.
floors. And I think that's how you unlock the Bilbos unit. That's really strong. I think that's also how you got construct number 7 too.
I think that is where you get it.
Yeah,
Sounds vaguely familiar.
except he didn't make us do math. He didn't make
No,
us. Yeah, he did his own math.
Also didn't dance like an asshole.
I love that. That was so good.
But yeah, no, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm excited to see what comes from it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what kind of glamours we're going to get from this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be some rehashed glamours, but I'm still here. Want my damn Nidhogg weapons. I don't know about you, but I want my damn Nidhogg weapons. Okay.
Yes, I do too.
So the day I see those, I'm still going to be angry.
Yeah.
Nidhogg weapons.
Well, I mean, I'm ready for them.
Oh yeah, me too. Suicide pack for life.
Absolutely.
That scale is still on the damn market board. It's waiting.
Oh, really? I took mine off just in case.
Oh, I
didn't want anybody getting ideas.
No, I'm still on there. If they buy it, hey, thanks. Good. But they also showed us in a developer blog post that they're actually expanding the iSearch function. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How so?
They're adding a graphical interface to it, and you know how normally when you iSearch, it's all in chat, and then it tells you, how many you have of, Well, now iSearch it has a graphical interface, and it also can tell you not only how many you have, but how many you have where. So it's like when you right-click something that says you do search for item.
Yeah.
You can literally just type in the item's name and do search for item without having to.
Instead of like right-clicking it when it's in the chat and doing the search for it that way.
Yeah, just saying you have something that, like, say you want to do a yellow script item and you don't know if you have any persimmon lumber, for example, and you don't have a piece of persimmon lumber on you can literally just go into this new interface, type in persimmon lumber, click on it, right-click it, search for item. I'll tell you exactly where it is.
Very nice. So it kind of just streamlines the whole thing.
Yep.
That's cool.
Just nice.
Yeah.
So, speaking of unending coil, and I don't know if you've been paying attention to this, but there was a glitch that wasn't formally announced, but was on Reddit. There is a glitch in unending weapons frame, whatever it's called. What's it called?
Ultimate weapons refrain?
The weapons refrain. I keep thinking about Bahamut. Sorry, I have Bahamut on mine.
That's okay.
Typical summoner main. Don't mind me.
It's okay.
But And then the ultimate weapons, the weapons refrain ultimate. There is a glitch that was found. So at the end, and I don't know if you ever watched the entire fight. I did just because I knew I wasn't going to ever do it, just to see, what it looked like.
I like to watch how crazy these things are.
Yeah, I don't like doing them because I don't have that kind of time in my life. But so at the end, his enrage is he picks up one member of your group at a time, starting with the lowest DPS to the highest DPS, and he kills them. He just kills them. He blows them up. He lifts them up in the air and he blows them up. Yeah, go watch it. Go watch it. Go watch it.
I've seen it. It's really funny.
And there was a glitch found that if you raise one of the people, and while this is all going on, and if he raises while the last person is being lifted up, that person will raise normally, the fight will not end, and he'll just stand there.
Like, oh, you found my weakness. It's like, or it's just like, guys, my script, it ends here. What do I do? And then it's just like, just improvise. And Ultima's like, I can't
Nani?
improvise. And he's like, guess I'll just stand here. I'm out of move.
So this glitch has been it's been acknowledged by the development team of Final Fantasy XIV. They said it was unintentional, obviously, and that it will most likely be patched in 4.35, which is the next patch coming up.
Yeah.
And they said that anyone caught using this glitch to clear Unending Coil, or shit, I keep thinking about Bahamut.
So it just clear.
Anyway, clearing ultimate.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, Bahamut. I'll get back to you soon. Anyway, anyway, they said anyone caught using this glitch to clear it will be banned, and it's not even a temporary ban. They said it will be a permanent ban.
Yikes.
So they're really putting the hammer down on this, and yeah. So don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. I understand you want to deter people from doing it, but I think a permanent ban's a little much. It's a little harsh. Maybe do a temp ban and maybe like, because I know Square Enix can do this, just not have the item in their inventory, just take it away from them, take away, roll back the achievement.
Yeah, and take away the weapon.
Yeah, take away the weapon. But permaban, I think it's a little much. Personally,
I think it has to do with they were kind of caught with their pants down and they had to respond because there was 2 confirmed teams who used it to further clear.
Yeah,
and there was a 3rd team who was using it over and over and over to farm weapons.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it is that this is at the end of the fight. Okay. No. So you're already gone through all the bullshit. It's not like it's at the beginning. It's not like you're glitching him at 99% and he's just standing there the entire time and you're just going ha 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 ha, killing it.
Yeah, it's not like the Unger Max glitch or the Palm Nanders thing.
Exactly. They're already getting through all of the mechanics, all of the crazy bullshit. So that's why I don't think a perma ban is really necessary. Like I said, temp ban them for 2 weeks, roll back their character so that they don't have the item or the achievement, and make them do it again the right way. They obviously know the fight, so they can just do it again.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. It's not like it's, I think I was talking to you about this yesterday, the absolute virtue glitch that they had.
Yeah.
in Final Fantasy XI, where you could glitch him into a wall, and you could hit him, but he can't hit you. And people were basically, that's how they were clearing this fight that takes like 10 hours, I think.
Forever.
Forever. Everything took forever. Literally
But
everything took forever.
yeah, that's been kind of a sour note this week. A
Yeah.
lot of people are saying it's not right for them to get banned that long, and
Yeah, I'm in that
um,
camp.
and then there was a developer, one of the guys was like, they're probably going to just keep them banned until the patch, and who knows? I mean, they're not being really like they're obviously embarrassed about the
Mhm.
glitch, but
Yeah. I mean, it's an oversight, but yeah, I could see them doing that, just banning them till after the patch and then being like, "Oh, we've decided to let them come back."
yeah.
You know.
So let's see, anything else?
Anything else major game-wise? Think so.
I don't think so.
No.
But we do have sales.
We do have sales.
Oh,
Oh,
baby.
I have something interesting to announce.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is related. This is, since we're going to now go into the sales, I thought this would be a nice little transition that people should be aware of. Amazon Prime Day is going to start on July 16th at around noon local time. No, noon-ish.
Eastern, probably.
Eastern, probably. Yeah, I think it's local for me, but it might not be for other people. And it will continue until, I believe, 5 o'clock Eastern on the 17th. So usually Prime Day is a really good time to get some gaming accessories. Like, you need another controller, you need some kind of AC adapter, or charging station.
Mm.
Is really there's usually some really good deals. And this is a really good time. So if you're in need, July 16th will be on that Amazon Prime.
And
Get yourself something good.
we also have right now,
Mm.
as a lot of people already know, the Steam summer sales going on right now.
Oh God.
Gabe, this is the time of year, well, one of the two times a year where Gaben, our Lord and Savior, slashes prices and then immediately drains all our wallets of money and
Oh,
sustenance.
I know why. Why does Prime Day happen in the freaking summer when no one has money? It's like they coordinate the Steam sale and Prime Day at the same time.
So some notable things, I'm just looking on the main page today. We have Dark Souls 3 is $14.99 on this is all on Steam, by the way. So
Mhm.
this is only on Steam. Dark Souls Remaster, which literally just came out probably like a month or two ago, is
Mhm.
currently discounted 50% to $19.99.
Oh wow.
Um, we have the South Park game Fractured Butthole, 1979, 67% off right here. Um,
Wow.
let's see, what else do we got? What else do we got? We have, where's this? Nothing else I'm interested in. Okay, I'm just kidding. Um, we
Nothing
have
else matters.
we have Nio, which is a great game. It's 40% off at $29.99. You got Rocket League is half off at $9.99. You have let's see, PUBG, we mentioned earlier, is on sale for $19.99. 33% off of that game. We have Ark Survival Evolved is 67% off at $19.79, and if you look on the page right now, it actually says, "Hey, it's actually the price it was when it was in beta."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because when it came out, when it came out, event, full game, and went up
Mhm.
$60.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it also seems that um, Valve is dumping their Steam controller and Steam links into the arms of people who still want them. Right now, the Steam controller is 33% off at $33.49,
Mhm.
and the Steam Link is a whopping 95% off right now. It is $2.50
God damn.
from its $19.99 normal asking price, or you can buy both of them for $34.19,
Mhm.
a 66 percentile savings right there.
Nice.
No, 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 no. Let's see what else we have. No, they also have bundles with the Steam controller and certain games. So if you're interested, um, just take a look on the Steam website. They have a lot of stuff
They
on
got
here.
everything.
They have a lot of stuff on here.
You sound overwhelmed by the possibilities.
Here's some more game. Okay, here's some more games. We have.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Grand Theft Auto 5 for 67% off. It's 1979 right now. Um, Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition is 29.99.
Hmm.
Divinity Original Sin 2 is 35.99. Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition is half off right now for 24.99.
Not bad.
We have The Evil Within 2. I highly recommend this game. It's 23.99 right now.
Mhm.
Um, let's see, what else do we have? Stardew Valley is 11.99. We have Skyrim the Complete Edition, 19.99.
Does it include the Alexa version?
No, that's already free.
That's true.
That's already free. That's already free. What else do we have? Rise of the Tomb Raider. If you haven't played that one yet, it's actually on a deep discount right now, $17.99 from its $60 price tag.
Oh wow.
So that's pretty good. That's pretty good discount there.
That's probably because the new one's coming out.
Yeah. Um. Let's see. What else do we have? You remember that game that You remember that game you saw that you were interested in the at E3, the Bethesda game Prey? You remember that? That had the
Yeah.
mimics.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on sale right now, $15.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Actually, I
So
might go grab that.
so if y'all are interested in that new mode that they announced at E3, I mean it's $15 right now. You can.
Yeah, the hide and seek one. I just wanted to scare the crap out of people in VR. That's what I want to do.
That sounds awesome though.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Let's see what else we have. Fallout New Vegas Ultimate right now. I highly recommend this game. $10 right now. So
Hmm.
um Kingdom Come Deliverance, it's 41.99 right now if you
Uh-huh.
are interested in that. Let's see. Hollow Knight is 9.89. I'm gonna look at one more page here. Nino Kuni Revelation, not Revelation, Revenant Kingdom. I don't know why it's Revelation. Is 35.99 right now. Dragon Ball Fighter Z is 35.99. Let's see what else we have. Oh, regular Fallout 4 is 14.99 right now. Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition, highly recommend. 8.79 right now. That's a,
Wow,
that's
nice.
that's a great game. Um, Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age PC edition is 24.99 right now. God,
Again, good price.
God damn it, there goes all my money.
Why do you look at the Steam sale?
God damn it! I was trying not to look at it, but what's this?
But you have to inform the people.
I have to let everyone know.
This is you're such a trooper.
And the last one I'm going to read off here is Darkest Dungeon, 749 for that awesome game.
Cool.
All right, and that is. I'm not going to go over any more cells because that was enough.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. That was Steam. Damn you.
Yeah, there's nothing really that exciting in the Nintendo as of right now, as far as sales go. There's just some new games that were, what is it? Mario Tennis Aces is
Yeah.
officially out. That came out a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But as far as sales go, nothing really that terribly exciting.
I mean, we can look up some other cells if we want.
I think you can get. I think it's like 60% off FIFA.
Ugh, who cares?
Yeah. Hey, people like soccer.
I mean, they would smack you in the mouth for saying soccer because it's actually they call it football, but
I know, but I'm American.
and
Speak American. That's the only language I understand.
We do have some.
60% off FIFA loot boxes.
Oh god. We do have some games.
You only get 60% off, Sydney, when you subscribe for their Netflix.
So I'm gonna make a little just point here because this is something I completely forgot about. Don't start playing, you piece of shit. All right.
Oh God.
Not you. The fucking video started playing. All right, so I didn't mention this earlier, but now that I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So GameStop, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're currently looking for a buyer.
I'm willing to offer them $14.95 for a trade-in.
I'll trade them my Xbox 360 red ringed and a copy of Viva Pinata for Wii. And
nice.
and my Greninja Joy-Con slipcovers for the entire company. That sounds about fair. That's what they would give me.
Pretty much. You know, you give them that and like maybe a couple dollars.
Okay, okay, sales tax. Okay, how much? $2. Okay, let me get $2.
They probably would owe you some change.
They would owe me some change. You're going to have to pay me to buy the company. So GameStop is looking for a buyer.
Mm-hmm.
And that just shows you how low can they go. I mean,
and nobody's gonna buy it.
No, they're gonna go bankrupt. That's what's gonna happen.
They're gonna go the way of Toys R Us, and then I'm gonna get some really good deals on some game displays.
All while they're blaming on millennials for not having children.
Yes. God damn it! If I would just throw out some crotch fruit, this wouldn't have happened.
This is why we can't have Toys R Us or Skylanders, you damn millennials.
I am so selfish for not having the babies.
I don't. I mean, personally, I want a child. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I also want a woman who, you know.
You do need a woman to carry the child.
Well, yeah. But I also want a woman that, I personally am in love with and...
Damn you, Dratus. How could you do such a thing and have more...
What?
And standards.
Oh my god, whatever will I do? I am such a horrible person. Shoot me in the foot.
Okay.
Hold on.
But yeah, Zindane, you're probably right. some random company is gonna buy it, and then GameStop will declare bankruptcy. Yeah, somebody will like launder money through it. I could see that happening. I could see that being GameStop's.
It's just gonna be Toys R Us 2.0. That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But despite that fact that GameStop is looking for a buyer, they are having some sales this week. So, so,
I'm sorry, it's really funny.
so, you can get Call of Duty World War II. This is on all systems for $40. You can get
Oh.
poor old Destiny 2 for $10.
Oh.
Destiny 2, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of FIFA
Wow.
18, you can get it for $30 right now.
See, I told you, FIFA's on sale. You can get it 23.99 on the Switch.
We got Grand Theft Auto 5 for all systems, $20. You got Madden's NFL 18 for 30. You got Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is $30 right now.
Hmm.
Middle Earth Shadow of War is $20. NBA to K18 is $30. Still no
Mhm.
NBA Jam. Um, I was going to talk about Overwatch because Overwatch is on here for $40, but that's how much it is on PC anyway. So I'm like, why would you play it? Yeah, Anyway,
So wait, so you're telling me GameStop is putting things on sale, quote unquote, but it's actually the price that everything else has?
I mean, I don't know if it's different for console because console you have to pay all these fees and all this
Well,
bullshit,
that's
red
true.
tape and all that. But like Blizzard, you can buy Overwatch brand new for $40.
Mhm.
So I mean that's the thing. We got Resident Evil 7, great game by the way, scary as shit.
Mhm.
VR will make you
Yeah.
piss your pants,
Oh.
$25.
Oh my god, I've tried the VR. I yelled.
Witcher 3, a game I have that someone bought me and I still not have played yet, complete edition, is $25. And the new Yakuza game, I think this is a new Yakuza game. Yakuza 6, I don't know. Uh,
Mm,
Yakuza 6 is $50 right now.
yeah.
And that's what poor old GameStop has on sales this week.
Oh, poor GameStop. I remember when it wasn't that terrible. Maybe I was just too young to know it wasn't terrible.
So since we're still talking, and I think we should add some more content to this.
What's up?
Let's see. Let me find it. Let me just
Oh
do
no,
that.
you're going off script, Dratus! I can't improvise! I'm just gonna stand here like I'm Ultima Weapon.
Well, just improvise. So it's about the Spider-Man game you pre-ordered.
Spoder, man!
Spider-Man. And remember earlier we were talking about leaks and shit?
Yeah.
Well, there has been a possible leak of
Oh.
another villain that's going to be in the game.
Oh shit, who?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So it's Doctor Ock.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
It's the Sinister Six. Of course he's going to be in the fucking game.
But that's not really a leak. I mean, that's kind of to be expected. That's like you come out here and you're like, you know who's gonna be in it? Green Goblin.
Yeah, it's going to be Green Goblin. Who else is going to be in Spider-Man? Mary Jane Watson. Who else? Uncle Ben's gravestone. Okay, who else?
Oh, poor Uncle Ben.
I like his
Poor-
rice.
Toby Maguire is gonna be in the game.
Toby Maguire is going to be in the game, sitting on the sidewalk eating the jambalaya. Uncle Ben's jambalaya.
Oh, and he's gonna have the sad pouty face.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm
That's
just,
still pretty cool.
yeah. So
Yes.
Doctor Octopus, Doctor Octopus.
I bet he's gonna look amazing.
I'm actually waiting until they show show us that. I want to
Yeah.
see what he looks like in that game.
Mhm.
Um. Oh, and another thing now that I think about it, today,
Mhm.
you remember that spinoff, that Life is Strange spinoff that was coming out?
Yeah. Captain Spirit.
It came out today,
Oh, it did.
and it's free. It's free right
Oh
now.
shit.
Um,
I'm gonna have to go
and
download that.
um,
What platform's it for?
it's for PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Oh.
And some of the decisions you make in this little spin-off game will actually carry
Mhm.
all, like your save game will actually carry over to Life is Strange 2 when that comes out.
That that's really cool.
So yeah, it's gonna be
That
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that up. I'll let you know how I like it.
Um, since you were talking about Nintendo Switch, 3DS, we have some game deals here. I just found.
Do we?
This is the part of the show where Draz just looks all over the internet. It's like, yo, I need to find some extra stuff because we need it. Um,
Yes. I need to make sure that I have no money in my account.
so, oh God, I'm lagging over here. No, don't do it. Okay. That's why I tell the computer when I tell it not to do something.
Does it work?
Yeah, it stopped.
Oh, good job.
So, Nintendo Switch game sales we have on the eShop right now. Battle Chef Brigade, $12. Got that FIFA game, $24. I Am Setsuna, $20.
That's a great game, and
Uh,
that's a really good price. You should get it.
LA Noir is still $37.
Mhm.
Owlboy is $17. And the rest of these we announced last week, so I'm not going to say them again.
Okay.
On the 3DS, we have Final Fantasy Explorers, $20. And
Mhm.
every Sonic game ever is on sale.
Yay!
Sonic
Good old
Boom Fire
Sonic.
and Ice, Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal, Sonic All Stars Racing, Sonic Generations, Sonic Lost World, and all the old Sonic games are discounted right now.
Well, it's right that the new Sonic Mania should be coming out soon.
Yeah, I haven't played that first one. I really want to.
That is fantastic. You should get it for the Switch.
Um, let's see. Anything else? Anything
Hmm.
else I can think of?
Anything as far as sales go?
No, just as news we want to discuss.
I mean, if you're looking for things to talk about, there is one thing that I wasn't sure if we wanted to discuss, but it could possibly be a very long topic.
Save that for next week, because I think
Okay.
you said in particular you wanted to do more research
Oh,
on
no,
that.
it's not that. It's not that one. It's something else. So I don't know if you were aware of it. This actually made news. This was on, like, my local news, is how I heard about it first.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you were aware of a game that was produced by a game company called Acid.
Okay.
It was called Active Shooter, and it was going to be released on the Steam store. And with a name like Active Shooter, I'm sure you're kind of thinking, what's this about? It's what you're thinking it's about. It's about a kid who is shooting up his high school, and you can choose to be either the member of the SWAT team that is brought in to control the situation, or the actual kid shooting up the high school, where you're supposed to be shooting the SWAT members and your fellow classmates. Now, Steam pulled the game before it was released, and they were citing that they've had troubles with Acid before, that they apparently they released a game that was very similar to like a Rick and Morty sort of crossover sort of game,
Mm.
and they were like, it was cease and desisted for copyright infringement. And Steam came out and said, that these people are trolls and, they violated our terms of service before, and we've decided to not have them produce anything for Steam anymore.
Okay, now
Acid came out and was like, we haven't done anything wrong. We're not promoting violence or any type of actions in our games. You can't tell us what we can make. So they decided they were going to produce the game on their own. They were going to release it on their website. And I think it was 2 days ago, PayPal actually froze their account.
GG.
Because they'd released the game, they were accepting orders, like pre-orders, people paid for the game, and PayPal has completely frozen their account. Where they were like, we don't condone these sort of things. So what do you think about that? Do you think that it's the right thing?
I actually know a little bit about this. I kind of forgot about it because I kind of just read on the side.
Mm-hmm.
The initial reaction from Valve was, we're not going to worry about it. But then everyone was like, oh hell no. And then that's when Valve actually made did what they did. And to me, I think for both companies, Valve and Acid, it is a PR stunt.
Yeah.
It's a PR stunt for Acid to get their attention on something they're doing, and it is a PR stunt for Valve removing it from the Steam store because so many people were so mad about it.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think on both ends it's just a PR stunt.
Yeah. I think it's a slippery slope, because I think from a legal standpoint, people can make whatever kind of games they want. You're looking at freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Can you do it? Sure. Morally, is it something that you should do? Probably not. From a moral standpoint, you're talking about, people who lost their kids. You're talking about little kids. Like when you're talking about like Sandy Hook, you're talking about little babies.
Yeah.
So morally, it's reprehensible, but from a legal standpoint, I don't think you can censor that kind of thing. I think you're looking at a slippery slope of, okay, well, all right, you said that this isn't okay. So what's going to be the next thing? Where's the line? You're now you're setting the stage for, okay, because the certain number of people don't agree with it, does that mean you're going to take it off? Does that mean you're going to stop production on it? You're going to stop these people from doing what they want, basically with their own money, and people are going to give money in order to play these games. I think they're also probably kind of opening themselves up, because then if there is another, when there's another shooting, they're going to be like, oh, well, he played this active shooter game. He got the idea from them. You're now opening up the gaming industry to that sort of attack, because that kind of shit would happen. People fucking love to try to blame video games on that kind of shit.
And they do it all the time. Yeah.
They do it all the time. So why are you giving them more for it? Basically, oh, people are trying to draw these loose comparisons. Now you're giving them a concrete comparison of basically, yes, this is this sort of thing.
Yeah.
They have all the right to make it, but I think morally it wasn't a good idea. And you're right, they probably just did it, for the lulz, to get exposure, because people would talk about it.
Yeah. I honestly think Valve far as censorship, they're not
Mhm.
censoring anyone. Valve is technically a private storefront. They can
Mhm.
sell what games they want to on their platform.
True.
So I don't think Valve is particularly censoring them. They're just saying we don't agree with what your game has in it, so we're not going to allow you to sell your game on our storefront because that makes us look bad.
Yeah, I think what they'd cited on their official reason for pulling Acid Games was that because they've been the source of copyright infringement,
Yeah.
and they said that they were, quote, trolling, you know,
Yeah.
because of their trolling behavior is why they decided to pull them, not because of active shooter. And it's like, I don't believe you, but okay, if that's what you want to go with.
Yeah, so
But it's an interesting sort of topic. It's I guess it kind of goes over into all art form.
um okay, Windows. What the hell? Why can't I move this?
Oh no.
Okay, Windows, Microsoft Store. Yeah, sorry. Sorry
Oh
about that.
jeez.
It
Oh, no worries.
just randomly opened up on my computer for no reason.
It wants your money. Buy me.
So
Buy
does
things.
Steam. Steam wants my money so bad. But um yeah. I mean, I think, it's just them trying to get attention.
Yeah.
You ever heard of this game called Hatred?
Mhm.
It's the same deal.
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to get controversial eyes on themselves because, any kind of press is free advertisement.
True.
Because there are going to be some sick fuckers who are going to buy those kinds of games and enjoy them.
Oh, of course.
So I think that's mainly um, what I think about it.
Mhm.
But I mean, you know, I don't like that shit. I don't care for
No.
that shit.
No.
And if you think that it's funny that you're condoning school shootings, you are you're the biggest sack of shit on planet Earth. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, you're a piece of
You
garbage.
you need to reevaluate your life and figure
Yeah. Go.
out figure out, use your talent to do something else.
Yeah. Exactly. Go play like a zombie shooting game. Or demons or things like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Go play Resident Evil. It's probably shit tons more fun.
yeah, it probably is. Uh let's see here. Let's see here. Let me get off Steam before I buy something. All right.
Dread spend your money.
Literally the entire time we were talking, I got a cart together for like $60, and I don't have that, so rip.
Oh, I know the feeling.
Like, I was gonna buy the Zodiac Age since I haven't played it
Mhm.
yet, and then I was gonna buy
Mhm.
Dragon's Dogma and Dark Arisen and Dark Souls 3 because I really want to play that, but nope, not doing it. Nope. I just bought a Switch. Nope.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
my brain's telling me right now.
Go play some of the nice.
Go play some of these other games I bought and never played, like The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We have anything else we really want to discuss while we're here? I mean, I don't really.
Nothing I can think of.
Now there was something I forgot to do at the top of the show, and this is something
What's that?
I wanted to tell all our audience here.
What's that?
Um, so I've been having issues with copyrighted music in our video, in our VODs and in our YouTube video. Um,
Mhm.
Twitch is muting parts of the videos, and YouTube is copyright claiming stuff, and you know, I don't
Mhm.
want that to happen anymore. So what I'm asking, and you can do this on Twitch or you can do this on Twitter at Dratus, DM me some songs that you know are not copyrighted. So we can use them for our intros and outros. And, if you suggest a song and we use it, I'll give you credit in the
Mhm.
at the beginning of the show. We'll be like, oh, this song was suggested, that was whatever, and this was suggested by whatever, whoever. I want people here like that watch our show to suggest songs toward to play at the beginning, at the end, kind of to play us off and play us into our show every week. And
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and make this announcement now since we haven't really had a concrete schedule, um, really, since we started this show. But
Yes, but now we do.
um, now we do. So every Monday at 3 o'clock, you can expect us to be here.
Mhm.
We're not going to do no crazy, unless, something happens. We're not going to do any crazy, off the wall time or day. We're going to try to do every Monday
Yes.
um, at 3 p.m. Um, but the thing I forgot to mention at the top of the show was our intro song was Jonathan Young's rendition of "Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town" from JoJo Part 4. Completely forgot to mention that. I want to try to tell people what these songs are as well, because
Mhm.
maybe you hear it and you like it and you want to go figure out who did it or who, you know. I want to give you all that information. I mean, that may be
Mhm.
something. I mean, you might hear something on here you like. You never know. Never know.
Yeah, you may like it.
Um, Another thing I wanted to do, and this probably
Mhm.
won't be until next week, just because we're not running out of time, but we've gone pretty good long time, and it would take
Yeah.
me a minute to go find it. I'm also going to try to we'll do game releases on Tuesday. So
Okay.
most game releases come out on Tuesday. So
Mhm.
we'll do game releases of the week as well as ourselves on top of that. So
Okay.
and I also want feedback from our audience. What else would y'all like to see on the show? Anything in particular you want us to discuss? Please DM me, DM Mary on Twitter, Discord,
Mhm.
or Twitch. I think Mary's only on Discords, that she pays attention to at least.
I'm on
So
Twitch.
she's on Twitch too, but you probably have a better time getting her on Discord, right?
Yeah, I do have a Twitter, but it's kind of I would have to think about what the password is.
Yeah. But we also want our audience to be more engaged in our shows, and we also want you guys to tell us what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we can come up with so much stuff a week, and like at the end here, we kind of improvise our last few stories. But if you have anything in particular you guys want us to talk about, please send us a message either on Twitter,
Mhm.
with me on Twitter, or with me and Mary on Discord if you have our Discord handle. And we'll be glad to add it to our next show because we love to talk about stuff that other people are interested in because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I like to hope.
Um and obviously you would get credit
Yeah,
for coming up with the topic.
we always give credit where credit is due. So
Mhm.
so
Oh
yeah.
yeah, and it'll be fun.
So Mary, here we are.
So
We're at the end of the show.
we are.
How do you feel? Good show.
I feel good. Good show.
Good show. Good
We
show.
had a lot of good discussions.
Lots of great discussions.
Mhm.
So, we're going to close out the show here today. If any of you guys have ever watched Initial D, there's a little song called Deja Vu. And this cover is by Richard E.B., Jonathan Young, and Family Jewels. And we want you guys to enjoy this as we end the show today, as we always do. We'll see you
All right.
guys next time. here on Nerd
Yeah.
Life. This has been Dradis.
And Mary, thanks guys for coming.
See you next time.
Bye.